Hello everyone, it's very close to Ascend for the second time for me now. As you see, I'm only missing 6 shiny here. And it's a good time now to finally talk about Ascension, right? Or Ascending or Ascend, right? How that is working. We have been talking what all of these says this here and so on. But in this video, we're gonna go through what all of these means and which one you can have. Let's say the maybe 7 first ascending, we can take that, and which pets you're gonna have select in these here and what they do. So that's the thing that we're gonna talk about in this video and so on. So if before you see this video, if this is the first one, please see the whole playlist of Rebirth Guide 4, because that is what you need to know before coming here. Okay, so let's start with these things behind here. So for every one time you ascend, you can put 10 points in any of these ones here. You cannot put in these ones here before you got to your 6th ascending. Yes, not 5, then is when it's unlocked, but you have to get to your 6th ascending to start using these here. But we will come back to them. So basically, I wanted to test how gold was in the beginning, and it is not the best one. So definitely like 10 points in gold is about the same as 4 points in shiny, and about the same as maybe 3 points in metallic there. So it is not the best one, but I have it. It will be good later on, and it is not completely waste because it's gonna help me taking a lot of money. So basically this is just giving you much more money, and it does apply or addition with the other shiny, other ways you can get more gold. So combination of gold and shiny is very good over time and so on. So, and the shine, I will come back to what to sit in points for the number 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, but we're just gonna explain what each one of these. The shiny lock is giving you much more shiny lock, and as you know, if you look Rebirth Guide 4, I'm talking about one of the most important thing to get gold. Gold is the most important thing in the game, but what is helping most to get gold is shiny luck. Right, so shiny luck is tremendously important. So this is definitely much more important than the gold. More, I would say maybe 2.3, 2.4 times better. So it's much better than that. So that is shiny luck. It basically make it easier for you and faster for you to get all of those shiny pets and getting faster up in good gold earning and so on. So very early in the game, this gonna help you the most, but just after a very short time, this is gonna help more than this, and it's gonna help more and more and more as the game go on than the gold. That's why this is so much better. Then the third one is metallic lock. This is probably the most important one. Why? Well, it is because the hardest thing to get in the game is metallic lock. One way to just tell you about it, of course you can take the mathematic, but an easy way to say this here is, for instance, look at the giants here. You can see I needed to get maybe 17 of giants to get all of the giant common, for instance, alright? And it's like 19 of all the rare and so on. You don't really need to get very many to get everything in there. The same with shiny giants. There is not many as you see down here. Mostly I just getting like 5, 6 and 7 and so on of them before I get them. But if we go to metallic and so on, it is tremendously more that you need to get here. And to see how many we needed to get on that, it's probably better just to go to this shiny here, because that tells how many times you have to get. You see 1,700 times, that's much more than just 10, right? And you see here 1,600 times, almost 2,000 times to get the rare, about almost 2,000 times to get the epics, and about 1,700 times to get the legendary. This down here is like, it's not that difficult, but just that's what we are grinding in the game. But it's saying that it's way more difficult to get metallic than giants. That's why metallic is the most important one up here, and it's much more. It's better than shiny luck and much better than gold for the first ascendings. Giant luck is also quite important. It's maybe not so very important in the beginning because it takes time to get giants, of course. But I just show you it's way, way, way easier to get giants than it is to get metallics. So it's not so important as the metallics. But giant luck is it's not as important as shiny luck, but I will say it's a good third. So number 1 is metallic, number 2 is shiny luck, number 3 is giant luck here, and number 4 is gold. When it comes to this pet score here, I've been really thinking about it. This pet score makes so that your pet score in the game that is up here is basically giving you much 5% more pet score for every or we are getting 5% every ascending, but at additional you can multiply that one. This again, to get more pet score, again help on shiny. So this help you on shiny secondarily. So it's way less important than over there. But when you start to have these multiplier up to quite high, I guess there is a max on them as well. I don't know if 4 or 5, what is the max, but that we will find out and so on. And shiny stone luck. Well, I think the shiny stone luck is kind of very good because it means that you have a certain percent chance to get 1000 stone, right? So that's the one that you have down at the stairs. But the thing is that is 0 in the beginning, and to get a multiplier on 0, if that is, it's not gonna help you anything. So I don't know if any has tried this out yet. So we'll just help you in the end. If that is true, this is maybe probably the worst one of all of them. But if it's giving you giving you some points from the beginning and it doesn't give you 0 from the beginning, it starts suddenly to become a very good one. It definitely get up past the gold and maybe is as important as the giant luck, because stones is one of the really limitation for both metallic and giants and so on. So it definitely will be good then, but for as I understand it now, it's not very good. Also, exotic crystal score, as you see, you keep 5% of what you have. As you can see in my stats here, I have 1.38 billion exotic crystals, and if you divide that by 20, only 5% is 69 million. I had 45 million in the first one, so I would start with 115 million in ascending here from before, right? So that is basically these here. I will come back which one I will select in here in very short time. I just want to go through the pets as well. So the first one is egg luck. This basically will help you get much more stones. Okay, so it will help you tremendously in the beginning, and it will help you all the time because you need stones the whole game. So this is probably, many people would start with this one as the priority first pet to take there. And you see it's 15 and then 20 and then 25. So the first one is helping a lot. These two other ones, it's not helping so much. So it's not kind of point to go for the second or third again. So you will only select the first one in the beginning. And this will also help you to give more damage. Every of these will do that to get more damage. And if you was thinking about that, we had 12 pets from before, and if you look at exotic, we can equip 8 of them. So totally up to 20 pets we can equip. So if I get the second one here, I can't equip the first one. I will only have the second one here. So the second one here is attack rate. This will help you to earn more gold. So it's not very important. This is one of the most important ones. So this is not very important. This is gold one. So this is probably one of the last I'm gonna have taking in here. And then there is coming one that I think many people are really forgetting about. Clone luck. That is definitely the next one I'm gonna take. It's gonna give you permanent 2.5% more clone luck. And if we go into my stats here, and you can see my clone luck at the moment, where is my clone luck here? I'm completely blind. There we have clone luck. It's 3.6% is what I have down there, and by also the lab is helping me to get to 5.1%. But I can increase this by 50% more by this thing here, and it's just giving you clone luck from the very beginning. So it's very good is actually adding all of that, because it's plus 2.5%. It's not timings, times. So that is helping tremendously. Maybe this one is working, shiny stone is working as plus as well, but I have a feeling that is times, so it's not plus. So this is definitely a very good one. And if you look on this one, the second one is 5, the third one is 7.5. So here you can actually go for the second and the third one quite early on in the game if you really want to go there. And what does Clone Lock actually help with? It's gonna help you get tremendously more metallics. Because you know in the lab, the last upgrade there is doing so that you can get more metallics with Clone Lock, right? So you can actually end up getting all of that timing, both the cloning. You can easily get 5 points for just one hatch. So this is gonna help you tremendously in additional to the metallic lock that is over there. So definitely is very good. The next one here is exotic crystal promotion chance. It's helping you to earn more gold. So, well, it is more or less a little bit like this one here. This is gonna help both of these, but I would say this is a little bit better than the bat attack here. Then the next one is generation speed. This is very good one, because this is gonna help you a lot with stones, and also gonna help you a little bit metallic and everything else as well, but it's definitely gonna help you a lot with stones. You see the first is 0.5, the second is 1, and the third is 1.5. So this is just like the clone one. It's very good to actually get second and third as well. It depends what you want to take your chance in as well. But this is definitely a very good one. I would actually rate this after the cloning one. I know many is getting this one before, but I think the cloning is helping with the metallic, which is the most important in the game. It's most time consuming thing you have. So I think that is more value than that. So I think this is kind of number 1 pet. And this is kind of number 2, but I didn't select that as 1. And then the next one is qualification lock. This is helping you to get more stones. So again, a very, very important one, and this helps you in all stages to get more stones, and they're gonna help you all the game through. It's a very, very good one, but as you see this one, the second and third one is not helping so much, so just get the first one of this one here. And then you have this one is mining speed. This will help you first in the end to get more giants and also more stones, basically. So it is quite good. It's maybe I would say if this is 1, this is number 2, and then this is number 4. I would maybe guess this as number 5 there, or maybe 6, because I think this is a little better. The double strike, 5% double strike is very, very good to have there. It's helping tremendously in the beginning as well to get those. Oh, they are quite similar. But you can see this one is 5, 10, 15. So this one you can also upgrade. This one is 0.2, 35, and so on. So this is not so good one. So here you can only need to get the first one. And this one you can actually go for every 3 of them as the time goes by. But now we are talking years of gameplay. So that's the pets and so on. So my definitely next pet is going to be the clone one. No, not this one. Where is the clone one? This one here. The clone one is definitely gonna be my next one, and so on, because I already have the egg lock one. Okay, then we are coming to the really final of this video here. What to select for the first ascending in here. Okay, look away from the 0.2 that I have. So basically your first ascending, I will actually recommend you to get 8 points into metallic, and then I will recommend to either get 2 points on shiny or 1 point shiny and 1 point a giant lock here. But our best one is 8 point here and 2.1 here, 2 points here. So that's the first one. On the second one, I would maybe put in 5 points in the giant lock, depending on if you put points in here or not. 4 points if you put 1, so that you got it up to 1.5. Then I would get 2 more points on metallic, so it goes to 2.0, and I would put 3 more points in shiny, so you get it to 1.4 or 1.5, depending on which one you are going to do for. The third ascending, I would put 8 more points in metallic and 2 more points in shiny, so that you are getting much more up in this one. For the first one, I would add 2 more points in metallic another 5 points in giant luck, and another 3 point in shiny luck in here as well. And then for this next ascending, I actually think it's time now to get even more points in shiny. And you could, in this one here, you could put 0.8 or 7 points in shiny and 0.2 and 3 on gold. You can now try to take a little bit gold in there as well. And then after this one here, I would take everything into metallic. Of course, you can take 50-50 here for these two last one, for the number 5 and 6 one. And for number 7, I would actually put in more in shiny again, and also in more in gold and so on. So at this point, when you're coming to 7, I would like to probably have the gold in 1.7 or something. And then if you go to 8, I would then try to get the gold up to 2 points. I would try to get keep the shiny on 4, and then I would probably take half points on metallic here and half point on giant luck here, so that you have 2.5 giant and 4.5 on metallic in there. Going for number 9, I would now start to maybe even all the score on all of these things here. So we're taking 2 points in every one of these ones, and even maybe try to take a point in each was these two here and so on. But I'm not sure. It depends if there are times or adding. So that is of course a little bit. And then after that you can start even distribute again, or depending on what you're actually feeling. So you can take a calculator and try to look there. And by giving this for an extra bonus for you that have been out there, one thing that I absolutely would be recommending inside of here is my wiki page that you have for collect all pets here. This wiki page here will definitely help you. Let's see, I just have to try to do this one more time. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of my wiki. So basically my wiki page is helping a lot on collect all pet. And another thing that is going to help you tremendously on this is this new calculator that a friend of me, Planet69, I don't know what's happened to the screenshot thing. It has been almost broken, so I have to take it back and forward every time. So a new Windows update has broken it completely. But this is the calculator that you can have, so you will find that on my collect all pet as well. So that is very good there. I can first take a screenshot of also the address on this with this wiki. You probably can just search on the internet as well, but here you have the address on it as well, so you can try to get into that wiki page. You will find a link to a lot of videos and so on, but you find this nice calculator that you can use to find out your stats, what will be the best one for you to go for. Basically what you do is to calculate how much time are you using all the different things, how much time to get to the metallic, how much time to get all the metallics, and how much time to get all of the giants, and how much time to get all of the shiny giants. That's what you need to calculate and then put into the calculator and find out what is the best for you. I hope this video is going to help you to understand ascending a little bit better and help you to take those choices that is actually extremely difficult. I also would give out a big thanks to some of my friends here, Gravy and Mikael here. Master J is not here anymore as well, and also Willow has been helping me on. We have been discussing all of these things, and as they are further ahead of here, we have found out together what is the best way to go forward and so on. So for me, that has a little bit in gold here. It's not a big problem, because I'm gonna go for 8 in this one, and I think I'm gonna take a 1 point on each of these one. It's probably what I'm gonna do for my second ascending. So thank you everyone, have a nice day and enjoy the rest of my videos. Bye bye.